decision, do I just leave him behind?
Very, very, very true, James. Very true indeed. Game number 3 on the day has started. It's game number 7 overall. Technically, game number 4 on the day. Like you're laughing over there. We're trying to make it simple for viewers and for whoever might watch a VOD to understand what game we're in. But nonetheless, game 7 overall for this group. As you can see in the top left corner, 24 games to be played in total. Lobby, of course not today, but over the span of the next couple of weeks. And now, so far at least, nothing new under the sun as far as where teams are going. Not a lot of surprises in that regard, other than maybe Calendar and Shaxi going out far west. I'm trying to figure. No, there's been Gatka split before, so nothing new there.
No major changes and not too bad at all to see. It's more about where this circle's going to pop and how fast other teams are going to have to make their way across. Still a long road ahead, at least for 3D Max, to get over towards that South Georgia Pole area. Time will tell. Military base again will just be left to Northern Lights as per usual.
Come on. Waiting for it. 10 more seconds. You can count it down for the military circle.
You really want that military circle.
Just to change things up, it's amazing.
Toby's got his
I don't want a lot
again.
of them. I don't want a lot of them. Just one. Just one. That's all I want. Thank you.
But if you guys could see my face right now, Toby's phone magic is.
Oh my God, that's actually stupid.
Your phone magic is really working. Okay, guys, I'm fully believing that Toby has circle control here. This is real life. This is how it goes down, and this is actually going to be a crazy circle. Surely it doesn't go military base. Surely this doesn't happen.
I mean, it's not just that it's military, but half of it is water.
Yeah.
It's a horrible military circle. Good luck, teams. May the best team win.
This rotation is going to be very interesting. There's so little land to rotate into for this first circle that I can see this being maybe the quickest game we've had.
We will have to wait and see. I mean, so that's the thing, right? Because you get so many teams killed off early, at least you would expect to. But that also, in the end, for those teams that do make it over, gives them so much more room. So as chaotic as we think it's going to be throughout because of these circles, as chaotic might it be in the beginning, but then the end could be extremely slow pace where you have 2 or 3 circles where nobody shoots at each other because there's 20 fewer players than what you're used to having. So we'll have to wait and see. But for a team that is not appreciating this circle a whole lot, that's going to be not fair. They're sitting all the way up in Stalber.
And one of the times they go up to Stalber, right? Because they switch between positions. One of the times they go up there, it's like, are we serious? Like, are you really doing this? God damn it, Toby.
It pretty much could not go any further away from where they are.
No. You have the longest rotation ahead of you, like Riddle, right? It's not as bad for them. You're going over from the far northeast.
Yeah.
Riddle's just literally going down south.
What's going to be interesting here is that when we're on esports mode that we are here, we have all the hard spawn cars, but we also have hard spawn boats. And as far as I know, there are no boats other than the hard spawn boats. So you don't get those occasional boats elsewhere, meaning that if these people have done their homework correctly, they know exactly where all the available boats are going to be. And there aren't that many available, to be honest. When you look between the 2 bridges, there are only 2 boats between those bridges. So you got to get down there and you got to get over fast. And for the teams that won't be able to take those boats, well, either you go for the bridge or you start swimming because that's the only 2 options you really have left.
And that's what I really want to see what GL do, right? Are they just going to go for that bridge play and hold on strong? Because obviously for Northern Lights, you're already in military base. Just chill and wait for them. They got no worries. And we're seeing it. We call it out and we see it. GL, they are ready for it. They want control of this bridge. They've got some of their early loot, and now they'll go in for some control.
And this is why you drop the place they do. It's for the occasional military circle. You're sitting on the northern side of the water. You got ferry people. You have a lot of rotation opportunities. But once you get those military circles, they're practically a military team in the sense that they're so close and they can move over and make plays as early as they want. Now the question is going to be, Miacho and OK Bro, they're sitting down in the newly added compound down here west of the military base itself. And they haven't split it this way previously. So for teams that are coming over thinking, well, we're early, we'll just take these compounds, they might be in for a surprise.
Big surprise indeed. Fenerbahce, though, they've already started to make their way down to Primorsk, and that's where they seem to want to hold on strong for, just in case it does move up. And there is all that possibility of it playing in like that. Now, there's so much time that these teams, again, there's going to be just heavy rotations coming out no matter what.
bet Riddle wish they went Novo.
Yeah, actually, because they did it last time, right? So this could have worked out for them. There you go. We see a boat.
That's one of the two boats. One of the boats is there. The other one we were just about to see it. It's just over on the other area over there. That's the only two boats available. So Vietnam, well, I mean, they've been kill heavy so far. Why not take a little break here on the gas station and see if they can pull off some more BSD. Taking some long-range shots. It's the rears on Baja Beach. It's Dunkirk all over again. Unfortunately, Francario was the only guy in the boat. Question is going to be for Oztech. Will they try and drive further away and then get picked up again? Find another pick-up point, or will they just send it over to trying to get a position for his team?
And that's what it's all going to be about, right? How these positions come into it. Riddle still not moving down just yet. Okay, they've got plenty of time to get the rotation on. But, oh, wow. Zen instantly eliminating Ghost Legion. Huge from them. Ivor and Vazku once again managing to get it done. And they were looking to do some more damage. Luttony firing off onto the Oztech Warriors here. And this is all the way up at the north, guys, while the circle's about to come in. This is a crazy fight for them to go for.
Did Ghost Legion just think that they could rotate 4 guys in one vehicle over the bridge late?
Yeah, why not? Come on.
Guys, there's some rescheduling to do in the sense of how you plan your trips. That it's a trip you don't want to take again ever.
No, especially Zokit Nabi in there.
If you're gonna go 4 guys in one vehicle at any point over a bridge, you gotta do it like when you land. That's the only point at which you do that. Kamka, all sorts of trouble for him. He has people all over the place. Kampat is trying to get his way in there. Just trying to see if he can do something to help his teammate out. As you see, Ostrolovic has been taken down, so for Pixel and Sunday, they have to kind of hold their fire for a little while they're getting their teammate back up on his feet.
Both Riddle and Seekorg are only just making their rotation down yet. Now, the blue doesn't matter, but the thing is here is they've actually probably got themselves a good position, because if it does move up north, the circle now, they'll actually be seeing a lot of room for them to work with, because everyone's gone down south.
Sam Peak in the boat, trying to sail underneath and around, trying to get into good position to help out his teammates. And on the far northeastern side, you still have people shooting at the boat. Oztech Warriors, 4 guys in one boat, and the entirety of the team on land trying to plow them down. But right now, Kamka, he got back in his vehicle. Left, right is how he's driving. He's trying to dodge all the bullets, and at least for now, seems like he'll get out safe. Sempik has actually been knocked here as well. That's an important one because the rest of their team is in by Milta, and he was the one with the boat too that sailed all the way around Combo. You see him right here taking long-range shots with the 8X on the Mini 14. Deadly combo, especially in the hands of a very capable player like him. So we'll see if they can do some more damage or if they do opt to go over the bridge. I mean, now they just got a free boat from Sandpeak, so I guess that's all good fun.
Yeah, why not? You can use that to their advantage. BCGG trying to fire off there on some of the Oztech Warriors, still chilling on the boat, and they're just chasing them down with the vehicles. They're like, all right, guys, you may have the boat, but we believe we can still try and pick you off. And actually, Luttony and BCGG, they're a little bit further ahead to try and get this done.
Oh, bikes don't swim. There you go, Combat. Have to leave that one in the water. Make a run for it instead. But I mean, Sandpeak went around. The idea is good, but he's all by himself, and that's the risk you take when you flank. You do not have a guy there to pick you up. Moleman now, as the circle hits him, he's going to be out in the blue, but at least for now, he's still alive. His own circle 1 doesn't do that much damage, but all of Stella looking to cross over this bridge. They might just be in for a mouthful because these teams, none of them are inside the circle, and they're all in trouble pretty much.
So Fenerbahce have had a boat.
Yep.
Yeah. 3D Max are in a boat.
Mm-hmm.
4 in total so far. That's good.
Yep. 4 in total so far.
That's worked out really nice actually in terms of actually how it could play off for these teams.
Only issue being that with so few boats, they're all in very few boats.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, if one boat gets blown up, you're ripped apart. But I mean, that's made this rotation a lot easier for some of these teams. Riddle though, they are the ones in a poor situation. Dino's been knocked and he's in the blue still.
Yeah, you got 3 teams with full teams in a boat right now. That's it's scary, but since they're rotating as far out in the water as they are, it should be very doable. New circle has popped as well. It's gone even further west on the island. You can see it in just a short moment's time, I'm sure. Over on the western side, just exactly cutting military base in half. It's going to be hard because these teams are fighting, first of all, out in the blue, second of all, on the wrong side of the island. So there's still a ton more time to be spent with them out in the blue fighting each other.
Good position there from Kaz. Timing works out. He is able to finish off Camco. We'll have to go pick his teammate up, but he didn't get the kill. So overall, a good position for them to try and work off of here. And we've still got Compat and Co working on holding this bridge.
They only got down 2 players. And they must figure, because they saw there were more. They saw a guy drive across as well, and they have to play it safe. But fortunately, I guess you can say, X-Team and Combat actually say, you know what? It's not worth it. We're in the blue. We're outside the circle. Why do we want to sit here, get those points, we can make a move in and try and see if we can do something off of placements?
Riddle, man, their rotation clear, but he's all on his own actually gone into the circle. Everyone else is far away. Looking at Gamer Legion as of now, as they're going to look to try and challenge Fenerbahce. So Fenerbahce, 3D Max, and Gamer Legion all in this little cluster down towards the southwest side. This is going to be some heavy firefight going on very soon. 3D Max just now working their way up. Kalandor spots them out. That's a good spray. Does a nice bit of damage. Can't find the knock just yet. He needs his teammate to help him out there. They're going to start to push into this. 3D Max, they've got nowhere to look, nowhere to run, nowhere to turn away. Nade's going to be going out as well. There could be some heavy damage coming into play. 3D Max have to be oh so careful here. More damage being done as well as they start to continue to push forward.
And they're fighting on 2 fronts because they got 3 guys down here, but as you can see, Shaxi was knocked up in the compound. That was their safe haven. That was their house. But Kalandor around the corner gets the angle of 1. Kalandor gets him down as well. Wago goes down. Just 2 players remaining now. Sunk has gone down in return though. So BSD and Kalandor all by themselves.
Kalandor, that was huge. Decided to wait it up. Took the initial fight. He was the guy all the way facing forward. Runs around the side and still manages to get involved in it.
Right here, trying to get the res up on both sides of things. Shaxi has gone down though, and that means that Gamer Legion can apply pressure on towards these guys as well. Now they have the compound, they have the high ground position. That nade went in the water.
That's the problem with the rocks, right? It's the bounce afterwards. A little bit too far away, but either way, all the players are getting rezzed up from the sides here.
You say that, but it's still now for a 3v3, so 1 casualty has gone down, and the thing is, they had their safety. Yeah, Fenerbahce had their safety in the compound. They knew, once we're done down here, we can make our way back up to Shaxi. Shaxi got pushed, he got killed, and right now they're completely caught down here without their vehicles.
Yeah, Shaxi got eliminated by GL though, so it wasn't involved in that fight for 3D Max, so positional advantage could still be here for the side of Fenerbahce, and they need some points. They need to try and make this work.
60 including, they're still driving around in the blue. I mean, I don't know what's going on. 60 is miles out. Now the circle's going to connect again. Only circle 2. It can't be done, but they're burning through mids right now. And we still have teams on the northern side and the west inside the circle to Riddle. And wow. If we can get a look at this circle, you guys will be in for a treat.
Yeah.
We'll get some lulz in the chat because this circle is absolutely horrible.
Probably the worst circle we have. We said we wanted a military base. This isn't even a military base anymore. This is just fighting around the water.
And the issue is no matter where you go with the next circle, there's going to be water in. And the circle after that doesn't have to go away from water. So we can end up on the shoreline. I mean, that's interesting. But nonetheless, the game is continuing as we see right here. Still a bit of a stalemate between Fenerbahce and 3D Max. 3D Max realizing, well, there's no way for us to contest this. We can't get on up, so why do that? And for Riddle and for Seek-Org, they're saying, well, we're so far away anyway. Might as well just take a fight here up in the yellow houses.
Seek-Org looking to hold on. Dantes all alone. He knows where Ness is. He's got the knock-ons of that, but Sunzy, look at the protection coming into play, and exactly that. Dantes, he runs out to try and get it done, but he walks straight into his death. Barlos ready and waiting for him.
So half of half of Stella has made it inside the circle. 60 still outside alongside Jambaway. They are making their way in now, though. And for Outlaw, from being 4 guys in 1 boat, they are now, the guys in Ozjek Warriors, 4 guys in 1 vehicle. You see them right there. Well, I mean, live your life on the edge, and that's
literally
technically what they're doing. Now they are making their way in, but hopefully they'll believe in that vehicle momentarily. Idle goes down, good shots from Kovest. Hopped off him right there, so Personal Courage wanting to make some room for themselves as they make their way into the circle. You can see the edge of it right there on your screen on the minimap. There's a lot of water in it, guys. A lot of water in this circle.
Yeah, there really is, and it's not going to change for a little bit. We've got a whole lot of this to still go down. We've got a finger crossed that it's going to go over towards this eastern side.
It has to. I mean, it's going to go down right on top of that compound there, where there's no one in the middle. Kofes comes up, finishes off the in-game leader and Dr. Nam. So just down to 2 players, I believe they are now. Yep, Page is... actually, make that 1 guy. I think Page is all by himself.
What's BCGG trying to do?
chilling. He's alive.
He's like, okay, I'm in.
Rip went down outside the circle. Glutony's getting in now. He's in the circle.
So split.
I mean, they're keeping their
insane.
safety. I mean, one guy's on one side, one is on the other side. Just, you know, best of both worlds, you know.
Rip's just like, cool, I'll wait for this to go down.
I'll just
no
chill
problem.
out here.
No one's even close to me. Oh my god, they're running into each other as well on the bridge at the same time.
Yeah.
Hashtag Warriors have decided to abandon the cars. Now they're going to take this fight with Stella. Stella's going to have pressure applied to him. Jamboree getting involved, couldn't make it work.
Coming into day one, I talked about Stella and how impressive I am with their individual skill. They just haven't had things working that way, and you see it here as well. Very hard to really play off of this. And Hashtag Warriors, we talked about them earlier today as well. Very impressive. They're completely annihilating Stella. A little help coming from Hamza. That's going to be all of them down and out.
Game of Legion's third party, getting the damage done. Great stuff from them. Seacork's falling in the meantime as well. Hashtag Warriors still just about in it. Got to hold on, got to hold strong, but he can't get it off in time. They'll be eliminated next, and it's just not going to be good enough.
Not at all. And holy, X-Team just got ejected from that vehicle as it exploded. Cannonball securing a kill, and out goes Tornado Energy. It's a rough circle. As much as I wanted it earlier, now I kind of regret it because I really feel bad for these people playing it. But it is entertaining, nonetheless. A lot of action. That's what you guys like. So we're, of course, here to please our dear viewers. Perfectix and OK Bro, they are the inhabitants of military, but right now things aren't really going their way. Still 4 alive, but they have a lot of teams to fight their way through.
10 teams left. We're at the 16-minute mark, and there is still so many teams close to each other.
Yeah.
BCGG is currently swimming.
But he's not married at all.
He's living the life, right? Because no one is going to expect that. This is like the Solid Snake ninja mode back into the game.
Yeah. You were not here when Snake and when water was a thing. They've nerfed water so hard. We'll talk about that at another point. But you know, used to have like 28 players in the water just swimming around.
Yep, and they just sit there and manage themselves all day long.
No, just swimming in the water because you could be underwater for so long. Doesn't matter though. It's for a different talk. Nonetheless, OK Bro trying to see if he can hold off all the pushers potentially coming in. They have the circle. They're on the far edge of it, but they are in. And for personal courage, they have to figure, is it worth it to push over, or should we sit up here with the high ground and kind of await a push coming up towards us? This
is so chaotic now. 3D Max, they've managed to work their way in. Didn't have to take that initial engagement any further with Fenerbahce, who is still up as well. Personal courage, Kofest looking to do some damage here. GL have just lit up the scoreboards constantly here. This is looking like the game for them to try and shine. And they're actually coming from this southeast side. And they have pretty much got most control over it as well.
Have a really good position, still 4 guys alive. They have the hill position. Could be forced to push on over the road at some point, though. Could be tricky. They have players over on the other side. But right now, Bjorn single-handedly is taking care of inside games that are trying to take him down and out. Push up here, though. Northern Lights trying to stay alive for as long as possible. Still 4 guys up, make that 3 with Perfectus gone down. But they did get a knock in return. So the question is going to be prioritize the rest or try and go up and get the info.
That info is something they certainly need as well. Once again, Hamster, he's up there. He's getting the knocks. He's getting it done. Hills come in. Phoenix is still up and ready, though. Got themselves nicely set up. ECGG, just casually still swimming. I love it. Bit of laps, bit of practice, you know. Work on the stamina, work on the fitness ahead of this fight that he's going to have to endure.
The good thing for him is that with the rework to the western shoreline, he actually has a cliffside he can hide behind out where he is now. So he's not even in a hurry to get in on land, of course, unless if the next circle does go back in on land once again. You see him right there. He can have that entire sort of shore position to sort of hide himself in because there's no one out there. Kofest goes down. Lolbo. He's a single player up here trying to hold off a potential Northern Lights push. And it's not happening right now, but the help does come in from deep, and this should be OK Bro's call to make the push on forward. There you go, up on his feet, move your way forward, take control of the land. This is what you need to do. Late in the game, spread out, get control of what's going on around you.
Fenerbahce, look how pinned down they are. 3D Max on the hunt.
Speaking of control, 4 guys in the shack.
Yeah. 3D Max looking to put an end to it now. This has been going on for the longest time. Kills coming in. BSD does manage to get a knock. Can he do anything else here? He needs to heavily apply the pressure. He gets a kill as well, so that's a point. He'll take that. That's respectable, but they don't want to be the team getting eliminated outside of the points.
Not at all. See, OK Bro here as well. He's lined up by himself. His teammates are pushing up, but he needs to get the info across right now. People are coming. He spots 1, doesn't shoot. Smart trigger discipline right there. Spots 1 more. Spots 3 guys. Now he has to start shooting. He has the flank, but no shots connected. You need to get the damage comes up, gets a good knock. Deep comes up, gets the help in as well. But okay, bro, their flank goes down. They need to get this working. They need to get it working now. 3v2 advantage. Gets down one more. Just one more player to be dealt with before they can take this one all the way.
This is looking huge. Northern Lights trying to get it done. Good trigger discipline, like you mentioned. With the couple of shots, but they hit a majority of them, able to do some extra damage in there, and Personal Courage get eliminated. Northern Lights, they stand strong. Perfectix, he comes in on that last minute to make it work. And my oh my, Fenerbahce still sat in the shack, still waiting. 3D Max have them completely surrounded. They're like, will you just get out of there?
They took a lot of casualties, though. Not that they got finished off, but they did lose 2 people in doing so. Make that only 1, actually, because they got 2 knocked, but they got the rest back up onto one of them. And they got really lucky here because Phoenix heard the fire and they wanted to push out. And you see them here, they ran up the hill towards them as they knew they were going to be sitting and resing. But 7 said, well, these guys are running in the open. And if I know 7 well enough, well, they're going to start shooting at those guys. And they did. And they got themselves a knock and it helped them back off. And now they actually all got eliminated because of it.
Phoenix, the next team to go out. Perfectix got his teammates up around him. They battled back from a rough position. They do need to be ever so careful, though, because Vansku, he's certainly a talented player to be hanging around. He's getting the med kit up. 7's also applying some pressure there. That crate's down. It's been looted up.
This bold action available. We know he's a beast with that weapon. The question is going to be whether Northern Lights going to spot him or not. He has the rock to sort of be safe from 7, but will they see him as they come running around the hilltop?
Nitro trying to escape, but that's not going to be able to happen as 7 continue to deliver. Once again, they're going up for the kills. Now we get to the latter stages of this. And like you said, Toby, when we get down to these circles, right, okay, it's been absolutely insane up until this point, but now there's so much space. There's even empty compounds still.
And as much as you like having a crate nearby you, as much do you hate it when you're alone, because that is a magnet for attention. Edelweiss, that's Nate. Hello,
I'm
buddy.
here.
Hello, Asco. Hi.
Oh.
Well, you want to eat this?
So get done. They get eliminated in 7th. It's a little bit of revenge from 7, but 7 would have to kind of come away with the win, right?
Yeah.
They'd have to do extremely well now, and it's certainly possible. 3 players left alive on that team, and they're still looking to engage. But GL are coming in. Francario's gone down. 3D Max can see what's going on. And I believe Noki spotted out BCGG there, which means okay, he's been trying to get his way in. He's been trying to hide away. He's finally got himself back in the circle, but now they're hungry, and now they're coming for him.
And now he has to show we have not seen a lot of firefights go the way of not fair. And sometimes they've been in positions where they haven't really been able to do a whole lot. Now I know it's a 1v2 up against 3D Max, but you have a chance. You are the one defending. They have to push towards you. You can make a play here. 1v2, it's difficult, but it can be done. And for BCGG, I hope he will do it.
And he's had the roughest chance, right? Because he swam all the way through. His teammates were over towards the complete east side, which meant there was no opportunity for them to even try help him if he was under fire or anything. He's just been biding his time, watching the rest of his team get killed.
He does get the circle down toward Museum on the far, far northern edge, and I like what 3D Max is doing. They know what building they have him in. Pin him in there. Once the next circle shifts away from there, if it does, he will be forced to leave, and you sit and wait for him. Really smart play by them.
Yeah, because the thing is, they could push him, right, and one of them could get killed.
Yeah.
And they don't want to take that risk right now. So allow it to work in their favor and keep all that information to yourself. And you never know, another team might roll up at the same time.
Exactly. You see Fenerbahce finally leaving the comfort of their little shack there. Now they're forced out in the open, and Gamer Legion are doing everything they can to get points off of it. It was going to be Phantom with the knock, but Bjorn gets all the points for it. And as I say that, BCGG saying, oh, I want to get in on that as well. Thank you.
He saw it. He was like, I can do it. I can get an extra point here. Why not? And he does get away with it. That's the thing, right? You can get these knocks all day long, but when you hear the firefights going on, try and engage if you can. If you can pick off one of them, that's an extra point. It's viable.
And the thing is, everyone knows he's down there, right? He just threw nades. I mean, at 3D Max, they, of course, know where he is. He's holding the ankle as best as he can. So there's no reason for him not to shoot. It's not like he's trying to hide from anyone. Perfectix got himself a shack now as well. Just a matter of time before Buster calculates the angle well enough, or if he figures out that he doesn't want to waste his utility on that little window any longer.
It's this complete waiting game. It's a stalemate. No one needs to move just yet. It's only GL who have got themselves with a full squad up here. Everyone else is split completely apart. BCG all on his own. 3D Max just with 2 players. 7 just with 2. Northern Lights just with 2. This means that Gamer Legion, they're the ones who could make the mistakes here.
Yeah.
And the circle again starts to benefit them. Even 3D Max are going to have to move out of this.
And this is Gamer Legion's game to win, right? I mean, all the games that had good center positions yesterday were the remakes, which is really unfortunate. Of course, not a whole lot you can do about it. But now they get a chance to make up for that. So they can get themselves into a good spot. You see Timber is moving on forward, going out, trying to see if he can get some more space to go zone, take more control of the circle. They're getting a lot of terrain towards themselves. Sure, the circle pushed down towards them too, but they're making up a lot of... what do you say? Taking a lot of control. Yeah, making a lot of ground. Thank you so much. Perfectix goes down. Still one more teammate to deal with, though. 10 kills and a killing spree for Gamer Legion.
Gamer Legion are not going to stop just yet, but one team that's also not stopping is 7. Despite only having 2 players left alive, anything they're seeing and what they're doing is they're trying to push for a little bit more ground, push for a little bit more area to work with here. And they're still happy to take the shots. Buster's been multiple firing off shots. He knows that he wants to aim for kills here.
Look at this, Noki and 3D Max, they know exactly where they have him. All they have to do is wait and wait. They did. Great shots fired with the AK from Noki right there. Somewhat medium range, but able to pull down the headshot nonetheless. Good job by them, and now they have to get themselves further inside the circle.
And I like that, right? They knew what they were doing. They were waiting for him to come out. They had the advantage there. They get an additional kill. But it's not over just yet for 3D Max. The engagements will soon be kicking off. The deep is still just prone and waiting. No need for him to move around just yet. Oh no, this is not good from both sides. No matter where he moves, he's getting fired at under shot after shot. It's Phantom that'll get the knock in there. Goes in for the kill straight after as well. And it's not looking good for 7. Buster goes out and they're eliminated in 4th place. Too far in the open, too many sides to cover, and GL had them all numbered.
Those trees will only grant you cover from so many positions. And now it's kind of interesting because Gamer Legion, they're swarming down on 3D Max. Now they heard the shots fired in the compound. They know it's there. This could be the 2nd place for Deep. I mean, despite the fact that their team was split for years, they made the push around. It could be that the Northern Lights team stood their ground on military and got themselves into 2nd place.
And that would be huge, right? The Deep, he's like, hey, this is my position. I'm holding on to this. I learned from my brother Kaz. He may be on a different team, but I learned from him. I saw what he was doing, and I'm going to go for it again. And this is it. GL are so hungry. Hamster's position on the far left-hand side. Yeah. He's going to work his way around. The rest of them will continue to fire onto him. Phantom's not got much health at all now. He's been tapped down by Bjorn, and this is looking oh so strong for GL. 3D Max, they don't know where to look or where to turn.
Nope. Deep is saying, I will let you guys fight on my island, but at least give me a second place. Give me a second place for it,
I'll take that silver medal.
Exactly. I will let you guys have gold. That's how it is. I will let you guys have gold on my island. That's how it is. Nonetheless, Bjorn, you see, he knows exactly where he has won, but he hasn't seen Noki. He's prone down. He has that surprise angle in case they're pushing on down. Could be the difference maker for them. One is spotted. Noki doesn't want to shoot now. He does reveal his position. He needs to get the knock. Does do so as well. Very well connected shots right there. Not only does he get the knock, he also gets the finish. Oh, but he has to reposition. Smart play. But he does get spotted out. But Mechanis down he goes. And now for Deep, he has to figure. I was just going to say, when is he going to engage it? Engage it does. There you go. Gets a flush shot. You want it immediately. Spots out Mechanis well. This all of a sudden is a 1v1v2.
This is huge. If Phantom can come into this as well, the Deep keeps himself hidden a little bit here. He's ducking and diving, running around a little bit. He's got a smoke to play with him. He needs to. Spraying up into him as well. Great work there, but this gives 3D Max the opportunity. Can Phantom get this done? Chapping away. Hamster's got the cover, drops the smoke down. Got the car to use and the tree. Phantom behind the rock, so much to be had here. He's still managing to tap him down. Hamster massively under pressure here and low on health, and it happens. 3D Max out of nowhere get the win. 6 kills and a dream. 3D Max with only 2 players alive, steal it away.